Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be going over the glue compressor. This is a video request from one of my Patreons. And it's basically asking me, like, what is the difference between the glue compressor and the regular compressor in Ableton? I'll just quickly drop these back down here. This is the compressor. So with this you have a variable ratio, from infinity to 1 to 1, which is nothing. A variable attack, variable release, and makeup gain, right? With the glue compressor, they're kind of fixed um, values, release as well, and the ratio is a fixed value. That's because the glue compressor is based off of the SSL compressor. It's also basically the same coding as the glue compressor by Cytomic. He was, I guess, commissioned to write an Ableton device to add on to Ableton Live 9. And yeah, it sounds pretty good and pretty thick on drums. So the real difference is the glue compressor is more analog and has some non-linearities and makes certain sounds sound thicker, namely drums and I guess, like, snares. Snares come to mind, like having a SSL comp on a snare just sounds fantastic. So I have this drum not analog, acoustic drum bus here, right? And let me turn this down. What the glue compressor does is, again, it adds thickness, and yeah, so you're gonna want, a variable. You want to kind of play around with the attack. The attack is how much of the transient is preserved. I'll give you an example here. Let's open that up for records. Also an excellent utility right here. I'll just get rid of that. We have our little scope here. I'm going to find something over here. No, wait, I'm going to have the snare. Okay, this is going to be great. I promise. I promise. So this is our little glue compressor. No, this is our LFO tool. Sorry. It has a scope view. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow us to see what the compressor is doing. So this little part here is the transient. It is, kind of the snappiness of the snare. And we bring down the threshold, it will kind of get rid of that, basically. I'll just turn it down. Right? It's squished it a tiny bit, but as we increase the attack value, we will get more of the transient coming in. Notice it right there. Right? So this is a good way to kind of preserve dynamics, but still make it sound pretty beefy. The release, not as important. A fast release is a louder sound. A little bit slower keeps it more natural sounding. But who would use a glue compressor for something that, yeah, anyway. So the way you use it in comparison to this compressor has an automatic makeup. This button here means makeup. So when you reduce, when it reduces gain, reduces the level of the audio, it will automatically boost the gain. So it's kind of uniform. It's going to go automatic makeup gain. The glue does not have that because the original unit did not have that. So yeah, let's check that out. So best example is on snares. So I'm going to bring the threshold down and to where it kind of, I like to use the term where it bites. I'll do a bit of an extreme value here. Right, so we see we're getting about 10 dB of gain reduction. That's what that 10 means. So if we add 10 dB of makeup gain, right? So what that does to the entire bus is makes it a bit beefy. So there's a million and one different settings, and it's very difficult to make it sound bad. Um, but you dial it in, you can get a really strong, um, glued sound, I guess we can call it. All right, so I'll just kind of turn that on and off. We can see what's going on. I'll leave this open, the LFO tool. Right, you got that kick. It fills it up. It makes it more thicker, right? You get it? Right. So that's the first part. The second part is I'm gonna do that in the next video. So there'll be two parts to this. Anyway, we'll be back. Hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.